Okay. Okay, I still don't need kisses, though. It's okay. Have to tell him to be quiet? Yeah, that would probably work. He's currently just bunting me a lot. He didn't even believe that he was being let in here. I had to be like, yeah, come on. Because normally I don't let him in here because he comes in here for like 2 seconds and then he's ready to leave. He doesn't chill. You can't bunt my hand while I have the mouse, please. No. 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 I have to concentrate, sir. Every single time you see the mouse move, weirdly, it's him bunting my hand. Okay. Okay. What do we need to do, sir? Okay. No. He is also offended by the smell of some lotion that I have on my hands, and he's trying to lick it off. And that's probably not something you should do. He is very offended by smells that he deems are not great. I definitely didn't catch everybody, but hey Bugs, hey Heart Trip, hey Oodles, hey Leafy, hey Dell. And there's somebody else earlier, another pink name, kitty name I think. I don't remember. But hello to everyone. Even if I did not specifically name you, because I can't see that far up in chat right now. Where did you go? Where did you go? Oh, there you are. Okay. Yeah, I can already tell you're getting bored and are going to want out soon. Yeah, Figgy Paws. Yeah, okay, so not Kitty. Paws. God, what were we doing? Oh yeah, we need to find out about the dream. I learned about lucid dreaming. So that's cool. I can discuss that with a few people. Should learn more about lucid dreaming to see if it can help me revisit the dream I had. I must find some hypnotic music to aid my attempt. Surely I can find something suitable within the manor. Okay, I need hypnotic music. Hey.
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
Could you, you know any good music? You know any good jams, Varley? No? Okay. Okay, I'm leaving.
Nothing else.
Certainly.
Bye, Varley. But yeah, I thought this could be a good Halloween game. He is currently sniffing every single thing in the room. And now he's rubbing on my weights over there. My like hand weights. Okay, let's see. Map. Jack wants to get jacked? Yeah. Those are 25, those are 25 each. I think those are a little big for him. That's more than he weighs completely. Where am I going? What am I doing? Gotta get back into the mindset of solving the mystery. But I'm also trying to keep an eye on my cat. Let's just, go talk to some of the other people that, we know have had the dream as well. Maybe? Maybe that's something we do. The culprit, Miss Deane's bedroom, records. How do you get to this? This is what I need. So Dupre did have the dreams. So where's Dupre at right now? The front courtyard. Yeah, okay, they're out here. That's not too bad to get to. Should be through this door. Yellow. Wow, that fireplace is really crackling, huh? Let's go. seeing your stream title, and that's another reason I wouldn't stream Repo with you. Yeah, I broached the subject of Morgan streaming Repo with me for Halloween, and she was like, absolutely fucking not. I was like, oh, it'd be the perfect Halloween game. She's like, nope. I was like, Morgan, they released 10 new monsters today. Nope. Don't care. She is making brownies, though. So, you know. That's a win. Morgan, Jack's just up here rubbing his head on my weights. I play with if it helped. Never mind, I want brownies. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, I should have eavesdropped. I should eavesdrop. He is weird.
They speak French over in Louisiana, don't they?
Oh, there's plenty of it in New Orleans, at least. Though, even the French speakers know enough English to deal with tourists. You wouldn't do too badly. And there are pockets of Irish people there, too.
Is that how you ended up here?
It is. I have, well, had a friend. She died not long ago. On her deathbed, she made me promise I'd bury her on her home soil. And so, I'm here.
And is she from around here? Is that how you ended up at the Manor?
No, she's from the east, Louth. And no, I came here on the hope that the claims were real. That Miss Montavani could let us actually speak with the dead. I could feel her presence with me on the voyage here. I suspect her spirit resided with her ashes.
Resided? Have you lain her to rest, then?
No. Her ashes are in my room. But since coming here,
Okay, it did say, we did find out because of the ashes that, yeah, you have a friend that died. So that is cool. We know that now. Or we have extra context for that. Hope you had a fun Halloween. It's been alright. We haven't really had the opportunity to do too much because, I was working until 17 minutes ago. And I have to work tomorrow and the next day as well. So, we're probably gonna watch a bunch of, horror movies and spooky adjacent things, though. But yeah, I have to work, 24 hours this weekend. So you know.
it doesn't matter. I don't want to dwell on it with such good company.
Then why don't you go back to telling me more about New Orleans?
24, yeah. Basically, we have like, it's like, we have like a thing that happens at the end of every month, and there's a big call for it. And despite them only having 3 people on my entire team, 2 of which are in India in that time zone, they want 24-hour support. And one of my team members, there's only 2 of us full time. The other one is a contractor, and she can't legally work the more hours than she's contracted to. So me and the other person have to do 12s when it's the weekend. Oh, I am not getting adequate compensation. I'm salary. I don't get adequate compensation. I mean, I get to eat, but I'm not hourly anymore, so. Nice rose. He's well dressed and is evident that he can afford some luxury. Curious tattoo. A finely crafted tattoo in a design I don't recognize. Salary is a tough life. But, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of putting up with it because, job market's really shit right now, so I can't really afford to lose it. So, you know. To be fair, it's not like I'm constantly working all 12 hours. I'm more in, like, a support role. So as long as everything goes fine, I don't have to do much work. Like, I still have some work I have to do, but it's not like I'm constantly nose to the grindstone the entire 12 hours. But it's more that I have to be chained to my laptop for the 12 hours and can't really go too far away or do anything or be away or anything in case something goes wrong and I'm needed.
Hello again, my friend.
Discuss evidence. So, about those strange dreams. What you think about those? Been having the strangest dreams of late. Have you now? I'll confess to some strange patterns, yes. Mine started with classic Celtic iconography around the hotel standing stones, spirals, all that. All on the manor walls at first, but the more often I dream it, the more I'm seeing the same elements, but in my funeral parlor at home. Sounds unnerving. First, I found it quite comforting. The views of home are crystal clear and helped with my homesickness, but once I realized I cannot reach home, then yes, unnerving. I can only ever find my way to the Séance, or what I took to represent that, at least. It's given me some apprehension about attending, I cannot lie. Already been here the longest, at least from the guests. Any longer and I fear this place will get its claws in me for good. Standing stones. Burial record? I mean, this is just going to out that I've been snooping in your room. Miss Barbosa seems to have suffered a great loss indeed. So she tells me, Mr. Ward. Grief is an old friend in my line of work, but it still does me no good to see her visit a warm-hearted soul like that. Urn? Someone mentioned to me that you had an urn with you when you arrived at the manor, Mr. Dupre. Indeed I do, Mr. Ward. It contains a being of true menace. Really? Speak naturally of my dearest friend. She wanted her ashes scattered in her own country, you see. Must admit, however, that I'm taking my time. I still have hope that I might see her one last time before laying her to rest. And I'll talk about Aloha of Life and Death, who protects those who have passed, and much like her Celtic counterpart is associated with healing. Okay, Jack is actually being good for stream once. He's just laying down. He's just sitting over there. He's being a good old man. Take it you're close with Maman Bridget, Mr. Dupre? Deeply, Mr. Ward. When grief is a constant companion, she is there to remind me that both the living and the dead need healers. I'm devoted to her and her teachings. Okay.
I've taken enough of your time.
Not at all, Mr. Ward. But I won't keep you.
Okay, there's the time change. But yeah, usually when he gets in here, he immediately wants out, or he's like chewing on cables. Which, you know, can't exactly happen. Okay. I saw another YouTuber that I follow talk about this game that did like a quick look at this, and she said she got like more game overs than she's ever gotten in doing a quick look at something before. I'm guessing because she was doing the demo part at the beginning and she was examining absolutely everything and kept running out of time. So that's funny. Okay, timetable. Where's everybody else gonna be at? They're still going to be in the courtyard. Barbosa is now in the atrium. Do I have a key to Barbosa's room? I do. All right. Good evening. I will be on my way. So long, farewell. Ian. Does this feel like the type of game where you can mess up bad enough that you might need to start over? Possibly. I feel like usually with these types of things, they have like multiple routes to get to like a conclusion that you need to get to. Like, for example, the fact that I just learned about, what's his face? Dupre. The fact that he had the urn. I found that out because I went into his room and, found the urn, but we could have also just had someone else tell us that. So I think there's enough avenues to where you can't screw up too badly. Up the stairs. Did I have to start over in the demo? No. I don't remember if I actually started over or if I was just like, okay, that's the end of the demo. But basically, yeah, I examined absolutely everything, and then I ran out of time right before I finished. So where Miss Barbosa is staying. Yup. Can't hear anything. I'm in. Oil lamp, nightstand. Book. This isn't one I've already been in, right? I don't think so, but... Nope, I have been in here. Never mind. Oh, yeah, this was this stuff. The burial record, and... Yeah, okay, never mind. One time you futzed around too much, and one time you made it to midnight. Yeah, when you make it to midnight, that's the end of the demo, because you go to sleep. Oh? Leviticus 2027.
Please.
Uh-oh.
You think this is the first time I have had scripture nailed to my door? And Leviticus 2027? This is not even original. I think I know who did this. I will have to talk with her.
Her.
But for now, I need a moment to sit.
Can't Bible? I used to know all of the books and stuff in their order because I had to go to like a stupid little youth group thing after school when I was younger. Who could she be talking about, and what does that Bible verse mean? Clearly someone in this hotel has had bad blood with Miss Mantovani. She thinks it's a woman. Could it be Miss Deane? And that knife. Something tells me it's not likely to stop at threats. Don't want to look at that. What am I doing? Oh. What? That's, a yikes verse? Yeah, Leviticus being, I think Leviticus is Old Testament, and well, yeah, there were a lot of yikes ones in Old. I can go to the library, actually. Yeah, let's just go do that. Because there was a section for Bible, straight up. So let's go do some light reading. There's religion right there, but I swear there's one that just like straight up says just Bible. There's an entire section just dedicated to Christianity, but I might be wrong. Might just be the religion corner. Sciences, psychology, archaeology. Okay, I am crazy. World mythos, Irish mythos, spiritualism. Yeah. It's pronounced Bibble. Bible is spoopy? Bible can be spoopy depending on what you're reading. Copies of the Bible sit here with core text of other faiths. It's interesting to see this so openly displayed. Is there anything I want to look up? Oh. Oh, that's weird. I can't even... It didn't give me the ability to look up Leviticus? How odd. Do you want to talk about Leviticus? Hand-me-down Irish keepsake, an old brooch in an Irish style. The image of it is of an old oak tree. Yeah, the Bible can be quite fucked. The Bible also has a lot of stories that showcase how modern conservatives would call Jesus Christ woke, despite the fact that they worship him. Like the story where he's receiving tithes and he there's a poor woman who can barely walk and hasn't eaten that comes in and gives a little bit of money, and then like rich people come in and give money, and Jesus asks one of his disciples, who does he think the money meant more from? And they're like, well, the rich person gave more money, so it must be them. And it's like, no, the poor person gave all she had. Boom. Foreign fashion mixed with local, either in an attempt to blend in or out of practicality. She's wearing local fashion along with what I assume are her usual clothes. I like your fit. Your fit's cool. Hey there.
Hey, don't sneak up on people like that. If you were the porter with my telegram, sure. But no, just some guy getting too close.
Yeah, sorry.
Who are are you anyway?
Sorry to alarm you, miss. I'm Declan Ward. I'm a late arrival.
Oh, the guy Quinn called out this morning. That must have felt good, yes? I am Inês Barbosa. This place is boring and cold, but the boat over from Brazil was worse, so I won't complain.
Okay. Hello, Enos. What do we think about this burial record? Do you have much in the way of family back home? None. My mother was an escaped saved. She raised me in a Quilombo. I lived there my whole life, almost entirely, not leaving until slavery was abolished in 1888. Even then, we were slow to trust the outside. Last year, my mother and I went to Rio to see Christmas there. She was nervous, but I was excited. We ate oranges and sugared nuts. Despite the heat, we even tried a mulled wine. As a gift, we took a photograph. I'm glad we did. It is all I have left of her. A man saw us that day, a captain of the forest who had run-ins with my mother in her camp. His job was to recapture slaves back when slavery was in full force. Bitter at having never found our settlement, he followed us back that day. Then he returned that night with some friends, all of them drunk. They began to shoot up the place, killing many, including my mother. Those they did not kill, they captured, and so my home was destroyed and my family killed and scattered. My lord, that is awful. Yes, I feel adrift in the world. Maybe someday I will find something good in that freedom, but not yet. Wow. Holy shit, I'm sorry. That's awful. Literary topic unlocked. Yeah, I did need to know that.
I have to be.
Oh, if you see that lazy porter, tell him I want my telegram.
Every time I see the Bible forums, I see, is this woke on the first page? Yeah, no. If you go look at the Bible on Steam, there's all sorts of discussion posts that are like, you know, I really wanted to give this game a good rating, but it's a little woke. You're staring at her brooch with a magnifying glass within breathing distance. I was. You know? Is that not how you talk to ladies? Leafy assured me that was how you talk to ladies. You just get up really, really close and examine their clothing and start breathing deeply. Okay, where are we going? What are we doing? So, we did that. Taught you well, thanks. Murphy's in the basement. You're over there. Who else would I possibly want to speak to currently? Looks like, yeah, most of the same people are in their rooms or not in their rooms, so... I wish the map moved a little bit more. You have to like really drag it to get it to move at all. Courtyards, walled garden. I haven't been to the basement at all. Let's go see about this walled garden. I'm honestly waiting for woke 2. Going woke feels so last year. Yeah, we need super woke. You know? Well, of course, these days they just call that socialist or communist. Because they know if they throw longer than one syllable words at their followers, then they won't be able to keep up. Hey, how you doing? Mr. O'Meara. Oh, hi. Distracted look in eyes. Something about his eyes gives me the impression he's only half in the room. Powder stain. There are traces of a white substance around his pocket. What you been doing? Huh? Been laying lines? Walks leaning on a cane. He's leaning on the cane for support. The way he's standing leaves no doubt. Well dressed. Expensive attire, but nothing flashy. He's wealthy, but doesn't care if people know it or not. I'm on rainbow woke? Yeah, they'd say that's all the woke anyway.
Another stranger, is it? They must have dredged the barrel to find so many unknowns.
Rude.
Cal O'Mara, sir. You?
Cattle.
Declan Ward, it's a pleasure. What brings you to the event?
Beyond the seance? If you must know, I guess I'm hoping the techniques used here can be repurposed to speak to other things.
What other things? Ask if he's literate? It said he has wealthy attire, so he's probably literate. Wealthy attire and also a man gives you significantly higher chances. At least in this time period. Something about his eyes gives me the impression. How about that powder? You aware there's a stain on your pocket? Oh, so there is. That must be soap. What are you distracted about? You have something on your mind, Mr. O'Meara. You seem distracted. I always do. Don't take it personally. It's not a comment on the company. No, right now it isn't anyway. Not right now. No, I've always had this look, I think.
I'll be off, Mr. O'Mara.
Don't let me keep you.
Oh, O'Mara. Sorry. Reminds me of Moira. Love that as a name. What's going on over here? Oh, if I was a game developer, I would hide a murder weapon back here. I'd be like, you found the secret murder weapon. Is it me, or does this specific tile right here look way like, doesn't it look lifted? You see this shit? It super does. Why does it look like that? Oh my god, there's another one right there. Look, they clearly mark a path. Watch me go blueprints on this shit. Okay? See, we stand right here. This is the raised one. Alright, then we walk to this one. Okay, then we look and we walk to that one. And then this one. And then this one. Up, and then, oh, up right here. And then there's, here. And here. Okay, and if we knock on this wall 3 times and spank our ass, a door opens. Shit, I must have done it wrong. Unfortunate. Oh, it continues. That is weird that's happening. I was legitimately thinking that was like a tile I would pull up with like a crowbar or something, and then there would be something hidden in it. But no, just a weird thing. Ooh? Ass spanking opens all the doors? Really? It's been that easy this whole time? Some torn material, thick cotton with some signs of decoration. A night dress, perhaps? Somebody passed this way? Yep. Oh my god, I gotta spank my ass for doors and people more often. I had no idea. A young lady carrying a bushel of flowers, or maybe grass, and personifying spring. God, this is a big-ass courtyard. Nothing? Nothing. Nothing at all. I was almost going to choose like 2 shorter horror games to play today, but I was like, nah, the seances and me seeing ghosts, that's spooky enough for Halloween, right? But I had another horror game, and then I could find another short one. So I was like, maybe I'd do that, but ooh, it's firmly locked. Abandoned Blake family residence. I see. I see. And do we have anything with this, like, compass here? No? This must be intended for something, right? Like, usually when they put a compass here and they actually do write the directions, it's like, oh, because maybe you'll need to follow specific directions at some point. Maybe there's buried treasure. And I have to take, like, you know, however many paces this way and however many paces that way. Torn material. Thick cotton with signs of decoration. Wait, so it's continuing? Hedge maze? Oh, shit. I don't know if I want to go into the hedge maze. I think this is enough of a hedge maze for me currently, and it's not even really a maze. Okay, and then this... Chain shut. The sign reads, access only on Sunday. Okay. Can I set a reminder? Timetable. Sunday. I can't set like a text reminder. I can only set like a time slot. So... Yeah, I can't like create my own. I just have to set ones on events that are already happening. Okay. I'm sure we'll remember to come back tomorrow, right? Right. Okay, so torn cloth. And then I think we keep walking and we can kind of find a trail of torn cloth. For sure. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that I don't forget to do that tomorrow by asking the person I trust the most with this information to remind me. Oodles, remind me on Sunday in game to go to the cemetery. I trust you wholeheartedly with this. No pressure. No pressure. Oh no, God, oh no, don't do that. What do you mean? What do you mean? What better person to trust than the other streamer that also updates and decides what game they're going to play 10 minutes before stream? Alright, I'm going into the hedge maze. There might be a minotaur in here that's going to capture me. Ooh. Prince, small. One shoe came off in the mud. Where are they going? I walked through a doorway and forgot? Oh no. Oodles, is this your slipper? Did you get stuck in here trying to look for a minotaur? Okay, now someone's just stripping. They really are, aren't they? Follow the trail through the maze. Okay, yeah, there's the bare foot. Footprint. The mud here is soft, probably from the recent rainfall. Oh? Wow, wow, you really are just stripping. Torn clothing back there. Random slipper comes off, and now you're like, oh no, I dropped my key to my room. Key, it doesn't look strong enough for a door. Perhaps some sort of locker? Oh no, a locker. Okay. The shoe fits? Yeah, no, we'll find you your minotaur, Oodles. Ah, it's the gargoyles that Oodles loves. Or the other name for gargoyles that Bugs and Hemlock discussed last time. And I'm surprised my brain remembers this. Oh my god, wait, there's these prints? And then there's also boot prints. This character was being chased by a killer in the maze. They have sunken in the ground. Whoever was standing here was here for a while. From their placement, they seem to be following the other person around the maze. Uh-oh. Oodles, bestie! Be careful! I think there's more than a minotaur in here. Piece of nightdress. Yep. Caught in the maze. I'm guessing you went that way. I just wanna... Ooh? Well, well, well. Closed up well, but I can hear water on the other side. It's covered in these markings. I get the sense they're a recent addition, but who would have drawn these? Okay. Okay, we're good. It's a cute well. It is, isn't it? Very adorable. Okay, I lost Okay, Oodles started panicking and saying, "What do you mean? What do you mean?" And then she started running really fast. Okay, here we go. What do you mean? Oh my butts. This way. Yep. I'd panic and die. Yeah, same. Hello. Purple flower petals. What's this? The petals, they're arranged in some sort of unnatural shape. Oh my god, they are! What? How does this work? Oh my god, that is so sensitive. Like, I really can't describe how sensitive that is. But it is absurdly so. Okay. Yep. There's Oodles. Jack is still being good. The trail. Shadowy figure, hedge maze vision, another memory. What was that thing with Miss Deane? It was too large to be a person and transparent. Was it leading her through the maze? If so, to where? Was it another ghost? Or something else? Take me, Reaper? Who said that? Yeah, no. Valid, bestie, valid. If you wanna get pounded to death's door by the Reaper, I'm not gonna stop you. It's another ghost or something else. Who was the person watching it all? Was that the culprit observing their deeds? Wait, what's that sound? Uh-oh. Oh, you coming out here and getting drunk? You're the courier I had to find. What are you doing?
Oh.
Doyle's doping. Oh.
Well, what were you gonna say to the manager? Hardly likes me anyway. Can I help you, or whatever it is you want out here? I'm Doyle, by the way. The porter. We met, but he didn't bother to say hello.
Oh, did I not? Oh, it's neat that it remembers that I didn't do that, though. What have you got there?
Well, I'm not letting you have any, if that's what you're at.
Is that a brownie? Alright, thank you. I got brownie. That is yummy brownie.
God knows. This stuff's hard enough to get already. Anything decent is.
What has you out here of all places?
I'm less likely to be bothered when I'm on my break. Not completely safe, though, apparently. Well, from the likes of you.
Well, that's just mean. I haven't even said anything yet. I haven't said I'm gonna rat on you or anything. You don't have to be rude.
Other people seem to forget that anyone could be in here at all. When they take their arguments outside, forget they might be heard.
Yeah, I bet people come here to get clapped, too. You know? They're like, nobody will hear us or see us in the hedge maze.
Have you heard anything interesting? Tell me what you heard, and I promise this encounter stays between us.
Fine. Deane.
Evelyn Deane.
Her. Last Tuesday, work was quiet, so I slipped out here. I overheard her having a fight about something.
Did you see who she was arguing with? I'm taking this time to eat my brownie, by the way.
No. All I could tell you is that it was a man. She was the one with the raised voice, mostly drowned him out. Then, she stormed off. I don't know if he followed, but by the time I'd worked myself to a good vantage point, he was gone too. Bloody maze.
What was the argument about?
Well, I don't know. Since we're good pals now, I'll tell you that I did try to get closer, but it was too risky. Probably some of this magic stuff they're all so keen on. You'd need to ask him, I guess.
Okay.
This has been helpful.
Is this why she's not been about the last few days? Vardy says she left, but I don't know.
I don't know, but I hope to learn.
Well, if you're gonna be snooping about, it was 8 p.m. they fought. I know because the bar was quiet with all the Blue Bloods playing bridge.
Thank you.
He asked this dude to stand in a less creepy place. No, that spot's fine. Who was Miss Deane arguing with before she went missing, and why? I can start by ruling out Father Sano and Mr. O'Fin, as they haven't arrived by then. And Mr. Doyle, since the information came from him. Walter, too, as it was an adult man she fought with. Does that mean we can rule out Mr. Doyle? I don't know. It could be an elaborate lie. Okay, the fights. I don't like this face. Don't like that face at all. Walter 2, Wizardell Altar? I wish I understood this. I'm sorry if I failed you. What did I just see? Was that real? A giant figure smithing. What could it mean? Unless we turn Quasi into an AK player? Joke's on you. When I played Counter-Strike, of course I bought the AK when I was on T-side. Why would I not? I'm not an AWPer. An old anvil covered in Celtic knotting. Despite its obvious age, it shows no signs of wear or rusting. Its immense size must mean it was only intended for use by whatever it was that I saw using it. Oh, the cute misunderstanding? Wait, what misunderstanding? Huh? Is it time? Oh, you want out? Okay. Here you go, champ. Oh, Arc Knights. I should have known. I should have known, honestly. But it's fine. I got a cute misunderstanding out of it, so I'll take it. Now what? Seems like there's a lot of stuff in this hedge maze. Oh, I thought that Leaf was somebody about to jump out and get me. Leafy was trying to assassinate me. I think that's it. I mean, I haven't been down every single dead end, but I'm imagining a lot of them don't have anything interesting. Yeah. Okay. That is good with me. Let's get out of this leaf zone. Oh yeah, also I said Oodles was Miss Deane, and Miss Deane is probably dead, so I'm sorry, Oodles. But you said you wanted to get it on with the Reapers, so... It works? I'm alive, by the way. I'm finishing my brownie before it isn't warm anymore. That was a nummy brownie, and I got to listen to the crows talk while I did it. Or while I ate it. Okay. Also, I see in the activity feed that Dell redeemed the watch streak thing. No, it's not really rare. It's like another way for you to get channel points, I think. Not like that really matters for my channel because I don't really do anything with channel points. But yeah. That's what it's for, basically. And just to show your favorite streamer how consistently you watch, I guess.
Another crow? Is that Master Walter watching the grounds from the Blake residence? That's quite the vantage point, I wonder what secrets he's seen.
Oh, Oodles has decided to make me blind. Okay. Okay. I'm down to Oodles' vision now. What do you mean, bestie? Can someone show me the way to Big Walmart? Alright. Oh god, I can't see. Everything's so smudgy. I'll fight you. I'm okay with my chances. Like, as long as you don't say, hey bud, I'm like, fine. So until the hey bud comes out, I think I'm generally safe. Bathhouse is closed for the winter months. Sign says it's closed for the winter months. If this key is for a locker in the changing rooms, Miss Deane must have found some other way. Okay, now I'm scared. I still have my ace in the hole, though. I can just, like... I can just scream distraction and throw out, like, 3 smut books. And you'll just be like, ooh, and grab them all, and then I'll run away. Be easy. Easiest escape of my life. Supply closet. Smut books? Where? Oodles bookshelf. Yeah, this is where we found the stone cross and everything. I can't see shit, by the way. I'm just judging by general smudges right now. The fuck? Hello? General Smudges would be a great cat name. It's true. And what does General Smudges want today? Meow. A locked oak door. I don't think it sees much use. From my memory of the outside, I suspect this leads to the Blake private residence. Okay. I need to go do something somewhere else. We do have multiple mysteries I can investigate now. Oh yeah, I can solve this actually. Yeah, I kind of just did all of this without even looking at my little mind palace once. So I have the ability to think. Miss Deane was undressed. Was stalked through the hedge maze by a shadowy figure while a third party watched? Huh. I mean, this has got to be someone's fetish, right? Consider. What if... No, that can't be it. Was stalked by... a third party? While a shadowy figure watched? That doesn't make any sense. Shit. Miss Deane was stalked through the hedge maze by a shadowy figure while... What? Mary Blake watched? No, that can't be it. Okay, one sec, back. I think I can put my glasses back on now, too. Which is good. Late wife of our host, Jonathan Blake. That's all it says. Dead end. Lost the trail in the hedge maze. It came to an abrupt end. Where could they have possibly gone from here? Had a vision of Miss Deane's last moments. Slipper. Signs of a trail. Signs of a trail. East corridor. Key for a locker. The number 11 is stamped onto the back of the tag. Miss Deane was stalked through the hedge maze by... Clearly, Clearly you were stalked through the hedge maze by a shadowy figure while the changing room watched. Let's try changing hedge maze to gardens? Stalked through the gardens by a shadowy figure while a third party watched. That seemed the obvious answer. Okay. Yeah, you know what? We'll get more info, I guess. It says I can do it now. 13 of 14 pieces of evidence found. Signs that a trail was left through Blake Manor. So I never even found that. Okay. Yeah, the trail of knocked over furnishings. I never even found that. I got eggnog? Hey, congrats. When we went to the grocery store today, Morgan was so sad that all the Halloween stuff was gone, and it was already replaced by Christmas stuff. But, yeah, I hope you enjoy your eggnog and Mariah Carey, Dola. Making another hypothesis. Miss Deane was lost in... Stalked through... The hedge maze. It's gotta be the hedge maze. Stalked through the hedge maze by the shadowy figure. Well, no, you were stalked by a third party. And then I tried this. Stalked through the hedge maze by a third party while shadowy figure watched. Stalked through the gardens? No. I mean, that's my hypothesis, because the third party was the boots, so... I don't know. I don't know. Evidently I'm wrong in some way there, but I don't know how. That's a weird one. I thought what I was saying was correct. If I could, like, watch the... like, little thing I had again. Records? Old Anvil, Hammering Giant, Doyle, Doyle's Doping, Statement, Shadowy Figure. Large shrouded figure, Hedgemage Vision. Yeah, can I look at that? It won't let me rewatch the vision, no. They're stalking? They can't be a third party. I guess not. Let me try changing some of that around. Well, a third party watched. Shadowy figure. Nope, that can't be it. Because we know the third party is Doyle. Doyle was the third party that, like... Stalked through the hedge maze by a shadowy figure while a third party watched. Because the third party is, because the third party's, that's why I put that here. Because the third party is the boot prints that we found. Which would insinuate that this is the stalking. And then this shadowy figure was watching. By a shadowy figure while a third party watched. I don't know, maybe we find signs of a trail in the southeast corridor on the first floor. Let's go over there. Signs of a trail, southeast corridor, first floor. Southeast corridor. I am on the first... oh, wait. First floor, not ground floor. Okay. Yeah. Need to go up. So, down here. This way, and into the east tower. I guess I'm just being stupid or something. We haven't been in the towers at all, though, so... wild looking picture. Yes. Okay. First floor corridor. Okay, it said there was like knocked over furniture and stuff. Knocked by Miss Deane when she left the building. I examined this earlier and it said there was nothing. It was just like, oh, it's knocked over. That's weird. Remember that? Weirdness. Okay, I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to get back over there. So, I want to guess, even though I wasn't paying close enough attention during any of the investigation. It's like, I was paying attention, and I thought I had the you know, the gist of what was going on, but... apparently not. 8 PM they fought. I know because the bar was quiet. Could it have been Mr. Doyle fighting with Miss Deane? And then yeah, what the hell's with the anvil and the... coming back to the house, I saw someone watching me from a window. It left me with a terrible sense of unease. And then yeah, I need some way to get into the locker room on the ground floor. And I have no idea how to do that. I haven't been able to get to the basement because the basement's locked. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I remember, Oodles, if you're still here, I mentioned a vampire therapist game to you. It's currently on sale for like $8. If you did have any interest in that. I happened to see it when I was looking. I want to check out the West Tower, so let's go here. Yeah, it's apparently very gay. This this vampire therapist game. Hour from midnight and no horrors have smooched me? Unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that, Chili. Hopefully you'll get them next year. Did you make sure to sit with your ass presenting last night? That's kind of a step. Like you have to fall asleep presenting. That's how they know. Why is this angel looking at the wall? The fuck? Did you just turn? Oh, the angel turned. The angel turned to look at me. Aww. Oh, how cute. This is one of those moments where Oodles would start to freak out and her voice would go deep. Like she'd hear the thing change and you just hear her say, "What was that?" The door is locked. Okay, I'm out of here. Weeping, weepy angels. We love a good weeping angel. I think it was Oodles and Leafy that were like crying and pissing themselves when I played Silent Hill F and I was specifically just turning my back to the weeping angels so we could slowly hear them walk up behind me. It was great. Okay, I think I should try to break into more people's rooms. Or just talk to more people. It was fun. They're such good friends to play Red Light, Green Light with. It's great. Okay, so there was more here for me to study. I believe. Nothing right now. Irish history, world history. Here we go. Look up the Quilombolas. Are settlements established by escaped Afro-Brazilian slaves. Many of the settlement's residents live in poverty. These communities originated in the 16th century in Brazil when Afro-Brazilian slaves fled brutal conditions on sugar plantations in Brazil. It is said that Aqualtun, an Angolan princess and general who was enslaved during a Congolese war, escaped with some of her soldiers and founded Palmares, which is one of the largest quilombos in Brazil. Captain of the Forest. Capitães do Mato, which translates to the captain of the forest, were free men, usually of limited financial means, tasked with hunting and recapturing escaped slaves in Brazil. Their main job was to return fugitives to their masters and destroy Quilombo's settlements, receiving monetary rewards in returns. Otherwise known as stupid bastard fuckfaces. Most Capitães de Mato were freed slaves themselves, which put them above slaves but still in low social prestige and made them resented by captives. Oh wow, okay, that's way worse even. Yeah, just pit them against each other. God, that's fucking horrible. Despite their authority, they were generally looked down upon and remained close to the social position of those they pursued. Oof. Poor Oodles and Leafy were shaking in the corner like a dog hearing a giant vacuum cleaner. It's true. Super cute costume. She was a grub. We're all incredibly shocked. Everybody please act shocked for Bugs. What? A grub? Really? I thought you were going to have her like dressed up as like a sheep or some other kind of mammal or something. You know, I would have never expected anything of the insect persuasion. Oh yeah, no, butterfly would have been the one to go for. That would have really tilted you. I'll keep that in mind for next year. I wanted pumpkins, but Bugs did the impossible. I mentioned this to Bugs a little bit earlier, but our nephew, they asked him what he's like 5, and they asked him, they're like, yeah, what did you, actually I think he's 4. They're like, what do you want to be? What do you want to be for Halloween this year? And he was like, immediately, didn't even need to think about it. He was like, I want to be an alien with a spaceship. Specifically an alien with a spaceship. So they were like, okay. Okay. Why specifically a spaceship? And he was like, yeah, because aliens need a spaceship. And so they made him a costume, and it was wonderfully done. He has like a little alien outfit, as you would expect, but you know those like clear umbrellas that are kind of like, they're not like super wide, they kind of lean in really far, you know, and they're clear. They got one of those, and then they kind of did cardboard around it to turn that into a UFO. So he holds the umbrella and it looks like he's in a little UFO. Fucking adorable. It's fucking adorable. How did YouTube just okay you having the little comer for the thumbnail? You'd be surprised what you can get away with with thumbnails on YouTube. Also, Jackbox said there was nothing wrong with my shirt. So little comer is clearly not offensive language. Clearly not at all. Okay, I think I want to go back upstairs again. Oh yeah, my shirt's on the way. Yeah, mine is too. I can say, something that, Slockton hasn't been open in a while. I suspect there's nothing I need from here. On my new medication, one of the things they mentioned, with my new medication was, my appetite will be affected, and they were a little bit worried about me for that. Luckily, I haven't noticed too much of a difference in my appetite getting any worse, but, today I was admittedly not very good about eating at all. It was a rough day for food. But I made myself eat a lot of like dense, high in protein things when even if I didn't feel like eating like proper meals. I had some good foods throughout the day, and I hope that balanced things out a little bit. Oh, the map's doing that thing where it freaks out and thinks I'm just over here. It's not updating. Annoying. But yeah, it's been a rough one for food, but I'm doing it, I think. And as long as I focus on really nutrient-heavy things, it'll be totally fine. There's unassigned room 2. I've never been in unassigned room 21. You got an unassigned room 21. Yeah, check that Discord. It's good stuff. Mr. O'Fin. This is the one I want to go into. Can't hear anything. Enter. Okay. So this is the one I think I didn't check. Oh? Copy of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, or The Modern Prometheus. Damn it! See, nothing of note. Taxidermy. Oh, wait, is this the first one I searched? I don't know, actually. There is something under the bed. Matches! Box of matches is lost under here. That's it? Little of interest. There's nothing under it. Okay. just like Death Stranding 2. Wait, how is it like Death Stranding 2? You're gonna have to enlighten me, master Death Stranding 2 player. Oh yeah, Leafy, this is incredibly random, but since you know who a Kojima is. Did you see that article about the people that made the Matrix, like back in the 90s, contacted Kojima about making a fucking Matrix game? And they were like, yeah, we never heard anything out of him, so it never got made. And then Kojima went on Twitter and was like, what the fuck? Nobody told me I had an offer to make a goddamn Matrix game. I fucking love the Matrix. He was heated. He was so mad. Not like actually mad, but you know, it's like fuck, you know? He wrote like a big post and he was like, yeah, I was great friends with the people that wrote The Matrix. I got invited out to see like a preview screening and everything. Fucking love The Matrix. If I had known that, oh, I would have been so in. Just watching his picture catch up and it's all tweets blowing up. Yep. A Matrix Kojima game would have been great. Wonderful. But yeah, I saw that and I was like, God, this is just hilarious. Like, it's one of those times where the timeline shifts a little bit, because it's like, oh shit, we could have had that.
This area is off limits for guests.
Oh, sorry. Fine. Jeez. Hey, how you doing?
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
I need to discuss things. Miss Deane's room, strange dreams, timetable, hauntings, letter to the manager. Hey, you know, why are you so unhappy? Just smile. It's that easy. Are you alright, sir? You look rather perturbed. Perfectly fine. My mind is on the hotel and event. Okay. Strange occurrences, map of the region, missing doorway. So I've asked these things. What about this bridge game? Told there was a bridge game the other evening. Did I miss out on much? Yes, one of the events that was run for the guests. As Marquis Blake was overseeing it himself, I took the opportunity to meet with the housekeeper and coordinate rotas for the following day. Afraid I have little else to tell you as a result. Statement! Oh! Hey, that's useful. So Varley has an alibi. A record of the other attendees' movements. Miss Deane checked in only a couple days ago. Someone should recall which room she stayed in. Which room was Miss Deane assigned when she was staying here? She was in room... Seems I would need to check my records. She had a southern view. I recall her complaining about the noise as new guests arrived. Though why that matters now that she's gone is beyond me.
I need nothing else. Thank you.
Certainly.
Okay, bye, Varley. Maybe we go talk to some of these other levels. Where was my brain going there? I don't know. Yep, more questions. What do you think about this? Does this book mean anything to you? I was reading it, looking for information on the families that used to live around here. Quinn gave it to me, but it was no help. Still, she was good to offer it. How do you feel about strange dreams? You experienced any strange dreams since coming here? Just the one dream since coming here, which is odd enough itself, yes. I walked the halls of this place. Well, not these halls. They look similar, but longer, taller. I try to find a way out, a way home, I think, even though I myself will not return to Brazil. There are doors blocking the corridor itself. I had to move. Something like light to unlock them, I think. Not understand that part. Eventually I am at the Séance and can go no further. You mean something like that? Hand-me-down Irish, keepsake? Your brooch. It looks to carry a story. It was my father's, or maybe his mother's. He didn't bring much with him when he left Ireland. And he had even less on him the day he died, defending my mother. My mother took this and ran. She passed it to me so that I would have something of his. Miss Deane's room? I don't suppose you know which room Miss Deane was staying in? She was... Oh wait, I thought... Can't remember. Funny, I went there to get something back, but now I cannot recall where it is. Oh no, you've been captured. Miss Oodles has been captured by something that just wipes you out from existence, you know? People don't even remember events surrounding you.
Oh, if you see that lazy porter.
Yeah. See the lazy porter. Okay, you I don't need to talk to. Yeah, rip Oodles. She was a real one, you know? Oh no, help. Bad. Oodles is acting like she's scared, but she's currently sipping wine and sitting on Death's lap. Giggling and kicking her feet. It's Erickson's room. Ladies, gents. Where's unassigned room 2? God, like, where is everybody, actually? Where even are the stables? And you're in the atrium, front courtyard. I guess I could go talk to you. Kitchen basement? Because, yeah, I can't get to a lot of these things. Front courtyard. There is another gate there. Let's go investigate that, why don't we? We can go out there and talk to Darcy. Get some more information out of her. But there's clearly some more things I need to piece together here. Keep looking around because I'm paranoid that there's going to be something just chilling somewhere I wouldn't expect. So, did I try to interact with this at any point? Ah, here's the stables. Yes, I am here. Ooh. A service door down to the basement, presumably for deliveries and the likes. Okay. Wait, what do we got over here? Anything interesting? Not really. Okay. There's another one of the angel statues that stared at me earlier. Okay, come on. There's got to be something good in this barrel, right? No? What are you talking about? That barrel was the only thing here. It had to have something good. There must be a reason this zone exists. How tall are we? About 2 barrels. About 2 barrels, I would say. Somewhat less impressive when seen in this environment. Clipboard? Record kept by the stable master on the horse's health. Looks like a message from a supplier. They're expecting a delivery on Sunday at 9 AM. Another person has noted it should take them a few hours to move it all into the basement. Sunday delivery. Broken doors? Old stall doors badly damaged. Screwdriver! Screwdriver might be useful for getting access to certain areas in the hotel. Yeah! Hell yeah. The ground floor seems a bit tiny to me. Like how close we are to the floor, or you mean like the ground floor of this? It is like weirdly tiny, but part of this is locked off in here. So there's a few things we can't get access to. I just saw a ghost behind that horse. Did we all see that? There was definitely a ghost head, like right here. I saw that shit. Nothing fancy, but well maintained. Water trough? Why does this seem to be as tall as the ground floor when we are outside? Oh. Not quite. I come up to like the window here. I didn't see shit behind Rice Shower. Oh, you're gonna be really spooked when Rice Shower gets you. I can pet the horse! Horse seems well used to people. If Miss Deane came this way, I doubt they would have been spooked.
There you are, love. Good girl.
There's the sound clip for anyone that needs that. Ooh. Oh. Just this weird area. Piece of torn newspaper used to stop fresh paint getting on the floor. It is dated Tuesday the 26th, the night Evelyn Deane went missing. Hinge is new. The latch is ill-fitted, as if trying and failing to match a previous placement. Okay, so we have those broken doors, and now we have this. There's a new coat of paint on the door that the others lack. Door was recently replaced. I wonder why. Hey, Mr. Hunter. Scent of oats and sugar. I suspect he's got treats for the horses in his pockets. Outdoor working clothes. Sturdy working clothes and well worn in. He must spend a lot of time outside. His fine blue scarf seems at odds with the rest of his attire.
Well, a new guest. You made your way here without my help then?
I did. You'll be the stable master, I take it.
Aye, groundsman too. I trust your trip was a pleasant one.
I've had worse. The roads out here are more robust than back east. Pleased to meet you. What should I call you?
Ah, no, a conversationalist. I wasn't expecting that. I've haven't spoken to his layers about that damn séance. Hunter, sir. Dara Hunter. I'm pleased to meet you too, though I didn't get your name.
It's Declan Ward. You're against the séance, then?
No, not really. I just worry about her getting hurt. Them, you, the guests, I mean. Anyway, Mr. Ward, what can I do for you?
Discuss evidence. What about that repaired stall door? Do you have to fix one of the stable doors recently? Wait, what if the horse is the murderer? Yeah, Gold Ship's the murderer. Thanks, Leafy, you cracked it. Oh, aye. Lottie got spooked and kicked the latch clean off the door itself. She was in quite the mood. Oh, word, really? No spare stall either, so I had to get one and fix it in place. It's too cold to leave them out in the pasture. When was this? Did something cause her to get spooked? It was Tuesday, just gone by. Can't think what set them off. Wonderful creatures, horses, but not always clever. They'll frighten of just about anything. Rabbits, birds, puddles. Guess we ain't being taken to Walmart then, y'all. No big Walmart for us, besties. I'll have to eat my ranch at home. Let's see. Puddles mentioned? Puddles was mentioned. Statement, Mr. Varley. They don't call it Hidden Valley for nothing, y'all. Took the opportunity to meet with the housekeeper and coordinate rotas. Was there a staff meeting on Tuesday evening? Well, Mr. Varley had a sit-down planned with myself and the housekeeper. I got out of it on account of the stall door that needed fixing. Afterwards, Mrs. Joyce was complaining about something or other that he said. Wasn't anything to note, mind you. She just likes to complain now and then. Yeah, locker key? Do you recognize this? It's key for the bathhouse lockers, isn't it? Best put that back where you found it. Of course I come fast. I got werewolves to bark at. Oh, is that supposed to be an Oodles quote and not you? I'm not saying that in Oodles' voice. Sorry. Oodles' voice is only for wholesome things and mentioning big Walmart. I don't have that shirt yet. Strange dreams, tied up with missing doorway. Missing doorway. Order room 15. It's missing? As in, it's not where it should be. Has it been walled over? No offense, sir, but I understand the meaning of the word. I can go take a look later if you want, but it's not the first time this has happened. Time ago, one of the Blakes supposedly walled up some young lovers after he was slighted. They were never found. I'll take a look, but maybe one of your magical lot got some inspiration. Silk scarf. Scarf, it's quite the fancy piece. Gift from a young friend I had not seen in years. Everyone here is to see the dead, but it's brought the living back to me. Okay.
I'll be off.
Right, yeah.
Alright, yeah. Alright. Let's, go ahead and go. East basement. It's locked and hasn't. Damn it. I need the key. I need the key to the basement. Give me the key. Everyone's gonna move again in a second. And I don't know what else I want to do right now. There's not a lot of places I haven't been that aren't locked. I guess I could go back out to the walled garden and specifically talk to you this time, because I didn't actually, like, interrogate you at all. So let's go do that. Let's go back out to the walled garden. Not gonna look at the ladybug painting picture thing. Alright. Oh, wait, no, you're not the courier. You're the... yeah. Were you in the hedge maze, though? I'd love to be able to solve what's going on here. But that is going to be a wee bit hard. The courier is not still here. Damn it. Was kind of hoping you would be. But unfortunately not. I do know where you ended up, and it was over here. So maybe there's something else I can spy by going back over here. Cause yeah, there's this. And then there's the weird flowers. And then I did this whole thing. Yeah. Nothing else to examine over here. There's this weird ass anvil. But can't do anything with that either. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this one investigation. I do not get it. Trail hypothesis. Although the hedge maze was built in memory of Mrs. Mary Blake, the monument was not where Miss Deane was headed. Found boot prints while following the path. After following the trail, I learned that these footprints did not belong to the same person wearing the boots. Verified false connection. The boot prints can't have come from the shadowy figure. They must have come from a third party. Okay, okay, okay. Miss Deane's path was influenced by a figure guiding her. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, so if you click on the connections, it gives you a little bit more of an explanation. I was just clicking on these before. Based on the vision, Miss Deane was specifically led here, though it is unclear why to this location. Okay, Miss Deane was brought to... the hedge maze by a shadowy figure while a third party watched. I know what happened here. That was the difference. She was getting stalked by someone, but she was specifically brought here by the third party. Okay.
A thing guided Miss Deane through the grounds, though I'm not yet sure to where. The whole time they were being watched by the culprit. Can I learn anything useful about the culprit from this?
Thing guided Miss Deane through the grounds, I'm not sure where. The whole time they were being watched by the culprit. They just happened to be there. The shadowy figure came for them too. They were hiding from the entity. The boot prints belonged to them. The boot prints belonged to them.
The extra prints in the hedge maze must belong to the culprit. So now I know they wear a medium-sized boot.
A medium-sized boot?
Another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result. And if not, what investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful facts about the suspects?
Alright, now we gotta do the main detective thing, which is just to walk around and ask everyone what their shoe size is. What was that thing that led Miss Deane through the maze? Was it a ghost or something else? Maybe the staff have heard of it or seen it before. Maybe some of the guests might know. The haunting! Leafy questions? Yeah. Yeah, you know. All, leafy, hey, what's your shoe size? Can I have a picture so I can verify 0? I'm telling you my shoe size? No, that's fine. I'm not investigating you, Chili. I couldn't do detective work anyway. Shoe size is 11? 11 and a half? Trying to remember exactly my shoe size. I think twinsies though. Hey you.
You again.
Discuss evidence. Can't really discuss much with you. Some fact check on that. Shaq, can we measure Leafy's grippers? Yeah.
Don't let me keep you.
It's locked and hasn't been opened in a while. I suspect there's nothing I need from here. Mine is I can easily get stuff from clearance. Ah, I see. Requesting assistant. Gripper's in need of measuring. Micah's tall. Yeah, I feel you there. The oddness with me being tall is sometimes clothes can fit oddly because I tall. And my arms and shoulders and stuff. $144.5? Get confused, Americans? Wow, I can't believe Dell has 44.5 feet. It's crazy. Dresses often become shirts/tunics. Yeah, I can see that. I like a big oversized thing. I love those. I have a few shirts that are like that on me. You know? I can just pull off the oversized shirt look. I actually am a centipede. Yeah, I'm mostly just trying to decide like how I waste my next little bit of time here. Oh yeah, I meant to go talk to you in the courtyard. We need to go do that. Hello. Alright, I'm out. Hi, creep-ass skull. See, now Leafy has everyone's shoe size. This is dangerous. That means Leafy's gonna get us all J's. Leafy Zero branded J's. Hello. Large brooch, an intricate brooch, perhaps representing something and less dainty than one would expect such a lady to wear. Why do you look at me like you're going to eat me? Are you a vampire? Or a femdom? Tan line, evidence of a ring worn for a long time and since removed. This Deane. She does not seem impressed with something. The event, the attendees, or me, perhaps? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I don't mind being looked at with this Deane. How you doing? Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn.
Mr. Ward, you come back to me.
Hey. Don't think that's important. Drawing of a young woman. I don't suppose you recognize this woman Mr. Dupre has been drawing. Is that Evelyn Deane? Why would he... No. I'm sure it must be his Lara. It must be. He has recently lost a friend, you see. She was some sort of pagan fire priestess. I think that is why he's so fond of the fire pit and the maze. But really, that is not my story to tell. No? Ask her why she won't mommy you? No, that's not something you can bring up in polite conversation. Are they gonna get Lil Cummer Tims? I don't want to wear Tims. Sorry. I'm good. Large brooch. It's an interesting brooch you have there. Yes, well, it's actually very important. I tell you, but it's a secret. One of those hush-hush secret society things you see. Uh-huh. So you want to talk about the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn? What can you tell me about the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn? Oh, well, Mr. Ward, I'm not sure I should say anything at all. I wouldn't want to betray their trust in me, you understand. Damn you. Let's just bring that up in conversation. No one Dolly Mommy's me. Nah, you'll get it one day, Del. I'm sure. Docs, don't be difficult with me and wear the Tims. It's kind of messed up that that Leafy's trying to force shoes on a woman's feet. It's messed up. Except Chucks or Vans. Yeah, those are good choices. Tan line. Have you recently removed a ring, Mrs. Darcy? May or may not have. In either case, none of your concern. Stain? You seem unimpressed with something. Do I? Suppose you want to know if it is with you, Well, you can rest easy. Since coming here, I have a great many things on my mind, and none of them are to do with a man I just met. Shame.
That was all. Good day, Mrs. Darcy.
Good day, Mr. Ward.
No. Poor Declan. He was hoping she would call him a worm or something. Or Zacco. I don't want to look like a damn construction worker. Exactly him. Exactly. Leafy was gonna put you in some Tims and a fucking Yankees jersey. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Oh, sorry, Varley. I just had the stupidest thing to say. And you're wearing the Yankee brim? No, you're not. No. Don't let him do that. Leather mid-calf lace-up boots? Hell yeah, Bugs. Hell yeah. The lace-up is hard work, but damn, the fit is worth it, you know? So there's a thing I can get over here. Yeah, I stand by everything Bugs just said. Yep, that's good stuff. This. Listen? Hear nothing. So no, it's the one over here. I have the lookup mode on Twitch. Rookie mistake. Just do the leafy unco. Skewed zippers and the lacing is a lot, but it's worth it for snug comfort. Exactly. It's such a statement piece, you know? Unscrew. Alright, let's see what's hiding behind this. Not a vampire, by the way. Like, oh no, I'm gonna get sat on.
It's a letter. Crumpled, but readable.
That's what that emote means? I should use that emote more often. Might have cute turquoise leather laces? That sounds great. Invitation.
To Miss Evelyn Deane. We have never met, but I know who you are. What you are.
Vampire.
Why does magic come so easily to you? Yet you struggle with reaching your full potential. I know you've been asking this for a long time.
Okay, so Evelyn could use magic, so what's her face trying to eat her heart makes sense.
And I have the answers. There's a séance being held on October 31st at Blake Manor in Connemara. Believe me when I say it will change your life forever. There you can unlock your true potential. Your true destiny. Power is for the deserving, Evelyn. Do you deserve it? It isn't signed.
Rutrow. Like, who decided to make a B-human romance movie? Huh? Yeah, no. Yeah, Oodle's throwing rocks in a glass house right now. Oodles is like, romancing a bee? Disgusting. Now leave me to images in my head of getting railed by a minotaur and a werewolf at the same time. No shame at all. You know, we accept it, but you know, can't throw the rocks in the glass house, you know. Mosquito lady from One Punch Man? I did not realize there was a mosquito lady. You can also send her the lady from Mortal Kombat, the wasp lady. What if the bee was as big as a werewolf? If you put a 6-pack on the bee, it'll make Oodles doubt herself. Like, that's the #1 way. You just draw a few lines on that tummy, and then she's like, Cool with wasp ladies, but male bees are still useless? Yeah, no, that's valid. Dumb as rocks? Yeah, no, that's accurate. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. What am I doing? Timetable. We're 3 minutes until the next thingy. I talked to those people. We got the new thing. Let's go back to our mysteries. What do we got? Miss Deane's attendance. What brought Miss Deane to Blake Manor in the first place? Something more than ghosts is bound. Find hypnotic music, research lucid dreaming. Miss Deane's bedroom. Okay, find Miss Deane's room, room assignments, Miss Deane's room, room 7, northeast corridor key, room 2, room 21, room 15. Missing doorway. Yeah, room 15, the disappeared door. The door to room 15 appears to be missing. Investigate Percival Blake. Should learn more about Percival Blake. Perhaps the library or staff will know more. Percival Blake was drowned in retaliation for supportedly walling up some locals. Though no signs of the walling has been found. A portrait of him hangs in the East Tower. Okay. Inconclusive connection. This could be Miss Deane's room, but I won't know until I find a way inside. Yeah, okay. Found this key under a bed. Underneath the bed, I found that this belonged to a previous resident, or does it belong to the master? Okay. At least I'm not a mantis. Mantis are cool. They don't need intelligence because they're just for mating, and so if you pick them up, sometimes they just walk around in little circles. It's kind of hilarious just learning that male bees are just there for the fucking. You are only here to make more of you useless idiots. And then they just say, "Yes, queen," and walk around in circles. Is Mr. Scarrett here? Sounds like there's someone on the other side. Yeah. About Miss... Okay, I already know about Miss Erickson. My room, Miss Mentavani, Mr. Toussaint. We've been there. Father Sano, we can get into your room when church is in session tomorrow. I'm gonna go talk to Wofin. Lady bees have little whips and thigh-high boots with turquoise laces. That sounds awesome. Yeah, that sounds awesome.
And you're back. What can I do you for?
Discuss evidence. Staff, crown, wild hair and beard, timetable, Miss Deane's room. I asked you about most of these things. Staff. Yeah, why are you saying him?
No, I should
only do.
What did him do? The twerking waifu AI bees? What? I showed quasi noodles. I didn't know that was AI. At the time, I don't think. Suitably clean washroom. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. So I still can't get in here. Yep. Still can't get in there. God, I'm like, how am I gonna spend my time now? I actually have too much time on my hands, honestly. Maybe this is why they give you the opportunity to wait. What is this? What the hell? What do these symbols mean? Is this a combination? Hell if I know. Huh? Well, that's different. Toys? Some toys, presumably Walter's. Lettered blocks, a pull string dog, and an encyclopedia of undead creatures with vampires bookmarks. Okay. No, I never found the Bible verse. Hey, I said mid-cap. They're specifically the handcrafted silversmith Red Wing boots, and I could not suggest them highly enough. Fantastic shoes. They sound awesome. They certainly sound awesome. %102% vampire? Oh, Red Wing, a friend used to work there? Hey, it's not just Oodles that's into vampires. Let me be clear. I would also get sucked dry by a vampire and love every second of it. Let's not get it twisted. Hell yeah, bud. Hell yeah, Oodles. I'll be blood cattle. I don't care. Mr. Dupre, Dr. Callaghan. How many of these people just stay in their damn room all day? I mean, valid, but... yeah, I need to snoop. I need to... oh god, hiccup. I need to snoop. And there's just not a lot of people I can investigate right now. It's not a lot at all. Maybe I go interrogate Varley again? Any cool events going on or anything? I wish I could get to the kitchen basement, but... I don't know where Doyle is. Yeah, I guess it's back down. Maybe see if we can go investigate here. Actually, let's just go back to the library. There's probably a bunch of new stuff I can look there. Not really sure the Red Wing timeline, but worked there for a while. Get you these if you bark for me? Wow. Good luck with that. If the China thing, so the basic line isn't good anymore, only the heritage lines are good. Where are the extra tall boots just under the knee? Yeah, those are awesome. Good choice. Fantastic choice. Killing it. I walk a lot because they have leather soles. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. My Rinfest shoes are always a pain in the ass to walk around in. Okay. Let's look at more of this. Let's do some more light reading. Yeah? Let's look up, Edward. Edward Blake, 1630-1703, was an Englishman serving in the Cromwellian conquest of Ireland by the then English Commonwealth. Notable figure among the English forces and was credited for his success by Cromwell himself, who awarded him a significant parcel of land in Connacht. Blakes have gone on to become significant figureheads in their community and have upheld their position. Jonathan. Current Marquess of Deane and 9th person to hold the title. The title was passed down to him by Richard Blake, son of William. William Blake was said to be a stern and ruthless man who would do anything for the betterment of his family. Richard Blake's was considered quite the opposite. His interest kept him from the manor, and on his passing in Paris, Jonathan Blake opened the grounds as a hotel in 1870 to help revitalize the land's post-famine. Not much else is recorded about him. He does not seem to have undertaken many other exploits. Walter? Nothing here about Walter yet. Blake family. Originally of the English Blakes. Yeah, conquest of Ireland. Okay, so yeah, and all of these we've already read about. Even canvas shoes need breaking in? Yeah, I have to be careful about making sure I break in my shoes whenever I get them. Okay, this is all just Blake history. Religion. And there's nothing religion right now. Spiritualism? Medic Order, the Golden Dawn. Layperson, not much is known. Magical society founded in England, though is rumored to have further branches. Reportedly, the Golden Dawn's focuses on divine magic and spiritual development, though the specifics of this are unknown. Despite the Golden Dawn's enigmatic nature, its members may be recognized by its symbol, a Latin cross with a rose in the center and a pentagram and several alchemical symbols. Look up seances. Seance is a ritual used to speak with the dead. Spirit, move a glass on the board through audible means. One so lucky by the possession. In this case, the spirit is frequently able to articulate itself better. Seances are typically used by still living loved ones to speak to those they have lost or to divine secrets known only to the dead. Okay, I don't think anything here is going to help me. Irish history? The Great Freeze, the Year of Slaughter, the Tsunami, the Great... Oh, Standing Stones. Let's do this. Yeah, Bug's been fitted for hot, handsome guy leather dress shoes, and he still hasn't finished breaking them in. Hot, handsome guy leather dress shoes. I see. Hates the process too, I feel him. It's worth a little discomfort and a few blisters. I mean, I hate, admittedly, most dress clothes, if I'm going to be honest. Like, I just hate them. I think the only things that I like are, like, a good vest is nice. I don't mind a good vest, but I hate, like, suit jackets and all of that shit. But a vest with a nice shirt and stuff, like, that's fine. I just don't like suit jackets and all of that garbage. Standing stones, or menhir, are large, deliberately placed stones found around the world, but especially in Ireland. There is no consensus on the purpose of standing stones. There are no records detailing it, nor any surviving traditions that can be reliably traced. However, there are several theories as to their purpose. Those most commonly held would posit that they marked the boundaries of territories, or that they had ritual significance to old Druidic religion. Some menhir, cloch fada, definitely saying that wrong, in the Irish tongue are found to be inscribed with a long-forgotten and therefore indiscernible language. Men's dress stuff is so boring and uncomfortable, you wouldn't know our pain. I mean, agreed on the boring part, but I think women definitely understand uncomfortable. Call me crazy, but I think women have the uncomfortable a little bit more than we do. They will never understand our pain. I don't agree. I don't agree. I don't think we do. Untucked button-down shirts are hot. It's like the way I prefer wearing button-down shirts. That's like the only way I wear them unless I'm going to like a funeral or some shit. I hate tucking shirts in. I don't wanna. Hate them. We do have pockets. That's the crazy thing. Sometimes I think Leaf needs to spend a day in heels. Yeah, he should. He should, honestly. Someday a Dami Mommy's gonna make him. You know? Then he'll finally appreciate how hard it was for those drunk anime girls to walk in heels in that game he played. Drunk walking in heels. Like, what the hell? Long sleeve button-down shirts and slacks. I don't have many long sleeve button-downs. I do have a few though. I have a few. I have like a lot of good fall themed ones. And stuff. But you know. Him yearns for the 9-to-5 office worker. You yearn for the tired 9-to-5 office worker mom, and him yearns for the 9-to-5 office worker guy. Look up the Great Famine. The Great Famine. It's less than 50 years since the Great Hunger that lasted from 45 to 52. A blight wiped out the potato crops most of the population relied on to survive, as the English rule exported every other resource from the country: peas, beans, rabbits, fish, honey, and more. On top of this, the English corn laws blocked the import of any grain, despite the obvious need for relief. The full loss of life from this period is yet unknown, but deaths are estimated to be around 1 million, with another million fleeing the country on coffin ships bound for America, Canada, Australia, and more. Anyone surviving something like that can't but have deep scars. My own parents refused to talk of it and grew dark when it was mentioned. It is unknown how long it will take the country to recover. Ugh. Larry, best guy. No, I'm more talking about after a nice night. I learned how to tie a goddamn tie and I need to use that skill. Wait, I'm more talking about after a nice night. So wait. Long sleeve button down shirts and slacks after a nice night. So are you one of the people that likes the sound of the belt whipping off? Because I've learned that people really like the aesthetic of guy in suit taking the belt off after a long night. I knew Oodles was going to say yeah. I knew it in my brain. I knew Oodles was going to be like one of the first. Oodles wants a business werewolf to take a belt off in front of her. There's not enough space to write about how much walking in miles and narrow heels hurts. Trick is not showing it. Yeah, you just gotta power through. Women are something else. Made of stern stuff. Want a Shibari an accountant? Yeah, no, everybody can Shibari. Bad for that. Yeah, like I said, a lot of people are. A lot of people are, you know. I think a lot of it comes down to the other things you can do with a belt, too. So there's that. There's that element. This is just turning into, you know what? We're gonna talk about the tsunami of 1755. We gotta get outside of that sphere of thinking, and we gotta focus on the tsunami of 1755. Massive earthquakes in Portugal sent a tsunami north that hit the southern and western parts of Ireland. Seems to have reached as far up as Connemara, where this manor is built. Untold thousands died here from the tsunami. The earthquake itself claimed the lives of over 100,000 Portuguese. Year of slaughter. First of Ireland's 3 famines. Crop and herd damage from the Great Freeze resulted in massive shortages in milk and food. Records suggest that as high as 20% of the then population died. It was a higher proportion of lives lost than the Great Famine. Great Freeze. Winter of 1739, a violent storm hit Ireland. The resultant drop in temperature was so drastic that liquids froze indoors. There are no official records of how cold it got, but some measurements taken by enthusiasts claim it dropped as low as -20. Ooh. Maybe the Bible is on the table? Oh yeah, it could be. Bell's not a thought. In your stream? Yeah, in my stream. We gotta be wholesome and enjoy our history content. That's what we're all about here. Oh, there's absolutely a tsunami shan. History of Shibari? Yeah, no, we'll look into the history of Shibari. We're gonna sit down and I'm gonna have a PowerPoint presentation of the history of BDSM across the centuries. This is a 2-hour talk. Various books on plant life, trees, wildlife. Is there anything I want to look up? No. This is just flora and fauna. Irish mythos. The Veil, I've already looked into. Shibari requires... It does. I mean, a lot of that stuff does. And establishing proper guidelines and things, you know. Especially medical texts, some on practices long outdated. Is there anything I want to look up? Folk healing. Many accomplished modern doctors and physicians have been born, raised, and trained in Ireland, and thus there is no shortage of such doctors here. Ireland is home to a parallel discipline known often as folk healing. That is the tradition of treating ailments common and uncommon with hedge magic, from the tangible, such as the application of herbal teas and tinctures, to the intangible and somewhat more fantastical, often the creation or application of charms or rites. While there is a belief that such ability is available to anyone, particular prowess is noted amongst a community, and often leads to 1 or 2 people being noted authorities on the practice within their communities. Okay. Nothing right now. Nothing right now. I was wondering if there was going to be like a special book up here if I went up high enough or something. Geography. Do I have, Blake Manor, Connacht, Munster, Leinster. Easternmost province of Ireland, Leinster was home to many Celtic tribes, most notably the Lowland, which the province owes its name. The region housed a collection of small kingdoms and dynasties, with the Hill of Tara in particular located in Meath, later named Meath, holds significant spiritual and political power as the seat of the High Kings of Ireland. I know I'm pronouncing none of these things right. Vikings made their arrival to Ireland, and by the mid-9th century had transitioned from raiding to settling, with Dublin being their most significant settlement, serving as a mage or trade center and later becoming a Norse Gaelic region. That would not last as the Vikings were later driven out by native Irish rulers. Leinster has a long history of territorial battles, ranging from the arrival of Anglo-Normans in the late 12th century, leading to the broader invasion of English forces, to a Gaelic resurgence in the Middle Ages, followed by the Tudors solidifying English control over Ireland by the 16th century. Yeah, fuck the Tudors. More recently, the Cromwellian conquest landed in Dublin with 12,000 troops and traveled north to begin an assault that would later be known as the Siege of Drogheda, or the Drogheda Massacre. Its surviving rebels being transported to the overcrowded jail of Dundalk, where they were left to starve and die. This would only be the beginning of Oliver's devastating campaign on Irish soil. Wow. Kind of disappointed none of the books opened up a secret passageway. Yeah, no, not yet. We'll get there. We'll get there. Look up the Munster region. Southernmost province of Ireland's 4 provinces. Munster was where the most of St. Patrick's work bringing Christianity to Ireland took place. With this and several cities, Cork and Waterford among them, founded by Viking settlers, Munster has long had a tradition of transformative visitations. Not least of these being the colonization of the region by the English in the 16th century, a most significant venture by the Crown. The northernmost province of the 4 provinces of Ireland, and once the heart of the Gaelic world, today Ulster holds the greatest population of Protestants and loyalists to the Crown after the country of Ireland was adopted into the United Kingdom in 1801. Woof. Ulster was previously a region of importance to Irish sovereignty, it being the seat of power from where one of 5 king above kings would rule. Belfast is the largest city in the region and on the border of countries Antrim and Down, and is a significant center of populace in Ireland as a whole. So Blana Del, I'm disappointed. I'm gonna go cry in the corner. Oh no. I know how you feel, Del. People explain things to me often, and I also forget it. Don't worry. Don't worry. I get bullied for it too. Connacht region. The westernmost province of Ireland, once a collection of kingdoms and site of and witness to 2 of the most terrible battles in Irish history. While interceded with significant periods of peace, Connacht has a history of warfare. Party to the Irish rebellion against the Crown, aided by French forces, and backdrop to the Cromwellian conquest. Connacht is a much contested stronghold of Irish culture. Blake Manor. Construction on Blake Castle began in 1652 on land awarded to the veteran soldier Edward Blake. It was a matter of no small undertaking or finance, and the work continued over generations. It is said that the manor was built on ground the local residents considered to have once been sacred. Records of this do not exist. Sacred sites. Okay, we're learning some new literary topics. We're just sitting in here reading all day. All the livelong day. Doesn't need explaining. He has the character. I see. Psychology. Dreams. Lucid dreaming. Already looked both of those up. Archaeology. Nothing. Okay, so there was a specific character that I got the ability to look up. Vampires as well. Undead humans who survive by draining the blood of the living, a common supernatural element in most European cultures. Examples include the Albanian Striga, Greek Vrikolakas, Romanian Strigoi, and Irish Abhartak. We're not gonna talk about God, I'm sitting here saying we're not gonna talk about it, but the name is escaping me about the Chinese vampires. The Irish Abhartak was called a dwarf for its childlike proportions. Despite its anger and bloodthirst, its subjects were drawn to it as if under a spell. They are nigh impossible to kill, being vulnerable only to wood from the yew tree. Even then, once killed, it needs to be buried upside down and weighed down with a stone of such a size that it would take at least 5 good men to move it. Zhangxi, yeah, that's it. For these reasons, it is said that once a land is plagued by an Abhartak, they are never to be truly free from it, that it will return to feed on generation after generation. Sicilian cool, they're great. Okay, so I have that now. So now I need Irish mythology. Here we go. Oh, it's not here. Oh. I thought it would have been sciences, definitely not medicine. Flora and fauna? I mean, it's not really that, no. It's more like a cryptid. And it's not an Irish mythology. Irish folklore? Fiorgorta, the washerwoman. Nope, not either of those. World history. Let's look up Oliver Cromwell. Instrumental in the execution of King Charles I in the brief period in which England became a commonwealth in the 1600s. Even in his homeland, Cromwell was a controversial figure, infamous for his ban on the celebration of Christmas among many such joyful activities, as they were thought to distract from the worship of God. While widely disliked in England, his legacy in Ireland is significantly darker and more bloody. In what became known as the Cromwellian Conquest, Cromwell led what amounted to a massacre across Ireland in the form of a conquest. He spared no quarter, going so far as to order the deaths of even those who had sheltered in churches, such as in the siege of Drogheda. Ugh, what a shithead. This is actually very interesting getting to learn about Irish history here. It makes me want to get an Irish history book. Spiritualism. Nothing there. Irish history. Great Freeze, Standing Stones, no. Okay. So there was nothing about that one vampire. History is cool. It sure is. Look up pagan sacred sites. While much of the knowledge of sites of religious significance to the pre-Christian pagans has been lost, there are several that have been identified across the country. Stone circles apparently constructed for ritual purpose abound, and burial sites such as those found in Newgrange suggest a reverence for the movements of the heavens. This is so depressing that so much of, like, Irish paganism has been lost in the culture there, because this is so interesting, and it's so different than a lot of the other paganism that was present in Europe around the time. But unfortunately, Christianity is going to do its thing, and it's going to try to stamp out anything that it doesn't like and is different. And then when they ran out of things to stamp out and attack, then they just started fighting amongst each other for how they interpreted the Bible. Weirdos. Some old sacred sites seem to have been co-opted into modern tradition, as there remains a tradition of lone oak trees being best left undisturbed as to not upset otherworldly spirits. Superstition which does not hold the same prevalence and longevity in other parts of the United Kingdom. Okay, so that was a lot of reading, but I didn't really get shit from it. Unfortunately. And I'm pretty sure I read all of these books over there. They're just here again unless I want to reread them. I love talking about history. If someone talks about history things, I will just yap. It's my one thing I can yap about, probably. I always like when people yap about their hyperfixation. I would probably find myself adorable if I could hear myself yapping about history. Okay, let's see. As you should. Everyone is adorable / hot when they're yapping about their interests. God. It's hard to pass time. I guess maybe I shouldn't even just be thinking about, like, how much time I'm wasting or not wasting or anything. Just start talking to people. Yeah, more questions. I know, you hate me. Discuss. Were you at the bridge game on Tuesday? Yes, Darcy taught me how to play. This is how bored I was. Did many attend? Aside for Darcy and I, were the Calligans, Quinn, Law, Coventry, and the man who owns the place. Okay. You're too close to the next hour to do this.
To be off.
Oh, if you see that lazy porter, tell him I want my telegram.
We all find ourselves adorable while talking about interests. I don't know if I find myself adorable much. It's a very rare thing, I think. I've got her first COVID vaccine today. Hey, congrats. Good stuff. Okay, it's 11. It's 11. What do we gotta do? Influ and RSV and more? Yay. This is good. They've moved to the walled garden. You've moved. Okay, so... yeah, most people... yeah, we still have, some stuff here. Okay, and there's no events, really. Okay, I'm just, passing more time, I suppose. Just passing more time. Mysteries. Records. So we've done this mystery. I have a conclusion for that. Which ones have we not done? The trail, the fight, Miss Deane's attendance. Mysterious object, retrieve object from vent, Miss Deane's invitation, screwdriver. I found some evidence likely stashed by Miss Deane that indicate her reason for being here. She must not have wanted others to find them. I should search Blake Manor for whatever else she... oh. They were at last time we were in, but they were fighting to get them. I hope she doesn't get sore like adults do, but if she does, I hope it passes quickly. Yeah, here's hoping. Cycling Tylenol because she's definitely going to be uncomfortable. Yeah. Sounds about right. Ooh, we have so much of the fight. Already eliminated. Master Blake, Mr. Doyle... PM Tuesday, guest alibis, Mr. Dupre, resident alibis, bridge game attendees, repaired stable door. Okay. So, could it have been Mr. Dupre? Let's scroll. Was Mr. Dupre fighting? Was yeah. I have an account which places him at the bridge game. I should confirm it with someone else just to be sure. Okay, so yeah, these aren't locked in yet. These are not locked in. So Doyle was the one who informed me that, yeah. Verified false connection. And these... Mr. Father Sano had not arrived. Since Mr. Doyle informed me, I'm confident in saying he was not the man in question. Deane fought with an adult man, not a young boy. Okay. You have an alibi because you were repairing the door. I need to get... Mr. Riley says he was in a staff meeting. Can anyone confirm that? I need to talk to Joyce for this. Yeah. And then there's a lot of other characters that... I mean, Dupre is really the only one I can talk to. Okay. We gotta go find Dupre. You are in the walled garden right now. Oh, and you're by that thing that you like. That they mentioned that you like. Yeah, it does sound like your pediatrician is quite nice. That seems like a very, very important thing to find with a new child. Oh, you're out here, you little shit.
Hello again, sir. Need something?
Let's discuss. Miss Deane's invitation. Miss Deane was specially invited to the manor, wasn't she? I wouldn't know about that, sir. They kept me out of decision making. I don't know what they think they're hiding. Glad she was, though. The repaired door? Notice one of the stable doors has been recently mended. Has it? Be Mr. Hunter's work then. He does all the heavy lifting. He's, well able at it. Bridge game? I understand there was a game of bridge held. Don't ask me about that. Sure, I already told you. I was in the hedge maze listening to your one when that was happening. Oh, I see what you're doing. Asking in a roundabout way. What are you, some kind of Bobby? Wait, are you police? You legally have to tell me if you are, is that right? Damn it, I'm not sure. I get fucked. Shadowy figure. I want to ask if you've ever seen anything here larger than a ghost, a shadowy figure? Sorry, if you need help with something tangible, then I'm your man. This stuff? No. Locker key? You recognize this key? That's the key I gave. You shouldn't have that. The bathhouse is closed and the lockers are off limits. Throw that back to reception, yeah? Ooh. Missing doorway? Door to room 15. It's missing. Has it been walled up? Walled up? What? Oh, like that old Blake who walled up that couple? I'd say he did it. I saw us painting there in the tower and he looks the sort. Room 15 shouldn't be closed off though. I guess I'll go talk to the manager? Mr. Hunter? I don't know. First time dealing with a wandering door. Okay. Letter explained that Grub will start having lunch by the end of November and breakfast by the end of December, and that it's time to start practicing some self-soothing. By the next visit, we should have her crawling or even putting herself up to stand, and time to put anything we don't want in her mouth away. That checks out. Strange. Oh, wait, maybe you'll tell me Deane's room. You know which room Miss Deane was staying in? Are you asking me? Sorry, sir. I've only been trying to remember that for a few days now. I have something for her, but... What were we talking about? What do you have for her? Yeah, I mean, I know the shaky hands and the sunken red eyes are probably from your drugs. I don't recognize the cross you're wearing. Does it have a particular meaning? I don't know. Seem to have always had it. Don't care much for the church, God forgive me, but I wear this daily. It's part of me, I guess. What was that about, eh? You look tired. Has the event been heavy? Tired, huh? Guess you're right. Both counts. I am tired and this event isn't helping.
I'll leave
Okay,
you.
bye.
Yeah, alright.
Later, Doyle. Amara?
You.
Where were you at the bridge game? Did you attend the bridge game? Bridge game, that was Tuesday? I did not. No, I was elsewhere in my room praying, I imagine. Yes, that would have been it. Don't think these other things are important right now. So handy to have a pediatrician just lays it all out. Yeah, absolutely. That's like good work, you know? It's hard to keep track of everything when you're a parent. Not that I would be able to immediately identify, but I imagine it is incredibly hard to keep track of everything. I can barely keep track of my own schedule, much less one needed for a baby.
Hello.
Discuss evidence. Bridge game! Did you attend Tuesday's bridge game? Almost, but the lovely Miss Mantovani offered me a reading. How could I refuse? So I skipped the game. Hey, okay. Discuss. So unusual tattoo, if I might ask about it? It's Maman Bridget's Vive, her mark. Consider it a devotional symbol. I'm an ongen of hers, a priest or such. She's our Loa of life and death, I suppose. Your analogy to Loa would be a saint. She's born of your pagan goddess Bridget. Her believers took her with them when they fled to America. Guess the journey changed her, for want of a better way to explain it. Okay. Ah, the St. Bridget's cross. Discussable with you, the goddess Bridget. The old Irish goddess of healing, poetry, and the hearth, smithing, and much else. It's like if you accidentally accumulated another cat every month. Infinite complicated expansion, yeah. Do you know of the goddess Brid? I do. A friend of mine was a priestess of hers. Brid was not one of the sovereignty goddesses, but in some ways she should have been. When the Catholic Church came here, she alone was deemed too powerful to be swept under the rug, so they canonized her. St. Bridget of Kildare she became. A lot of the same domains, husbandry, midwifery, healing. You may have noticed her crosses hung along the walls of the manor. My own Loa, Maman Bridget, is said to be part of the old goddess that fled the church and was changed in that journey. It's interesting, isn't it? 3 versions of the one goddess, all distinct yet similar, all back together under this roof. That is interesting. God, all of the weirdness that Christianity did when they tried to Christianize every single thing they came across their table. Couldn't I just leave people the hell alone?
Not at all.
Ugh. Don't get me started on Christianity and in the Reformation and Schism periods. Working on communicating wants. Soon maybe she'll start really using the sign language. She knows routines and a few words, but hasn't started doing it back yet. It is always so neat to see those sorts of things form. Something that's been happening with Jack is like, we have him his own like litter box separate from everybody else now, and it's in like our downstairs bathroom, and you know, we usually keep that door closed because one, it's a bathroom, and two, if we don't, Gil would get in there and knock the trash can over. But Jack has learned that if he goes up to the door and meows and just kind of stands in front of it, we know, okay, that means you want in. Very cute to see him pick up on these things. Who do we want to talk to now? Like I said, I need more of these rich assholes to come out of their rooms. Donnie reaches for the doorknob. Oh my god, that's so adorable. My heart, please. My heart. My heart. It can't take it him, please. Hello. Can you give me anything else? I know you're leaving, but...
Again?
Hey, about that bridge game. Were you at the bridge game? No, my parents are obsessed with the game, so naturally I grew to despise it. Do you know anything about Miss Deane's room? You know which room Miss Deane might be staying in? No, I've been trying to find her for a few days. She's a slippery one. If you find her room, do let me know. Yeah, I know why you want that. Okay.
I won't bother you.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Can I get back into, Varley's room? Oh no, Varley is here in the lobby.
May I be?
Evidence? Miss Deane's invitation. Is it true that Miss Deane was specially invited to the manor? She was, I was not informed. Regardless, we're not liable to discuss that information with guests. Repaired door. It would be best to speak with the stable master about stable matters. Shadowy figure? Mr. Varley, have you ever heard reports of, well, ghosts of giants on the lands? Reports know all these things, ghouls and giants, have entertaining sections in the library. Maybe there would be something of use to you there. Irish mythology giants. Letter to the manager. I've heard you received a letter from the bishop. Whoever you heard that from has no place to discuss such business, and neither do you.
I need no...
Sir.
Okay, bye. Sorry to bother you. I wonder if, I could get anything interesting from the telegraph machine? No. It's just working again, but I can't get anything, out of it. Shame. I feel like my progress has halted now, but maybe I should be doing a little bit better with some of these. Like the fight, I'm getting there on. We have 19 of 24 pieces of evidence, but this isn't a confirmed alibi. I need to check with oh, I need to check with Miss Mantovani. Let's go do that. Miss Mantovani. Did you or did you not give a tarot reading? Wait, what? It's not an option? I thought that would be an option. Well, let's discuss the washerwoman. This might sound strange, but have you seen a woman on the ground washing clothes? Sim, but that is one of the staff. No, what is her name? Caitlin? I called her out here to see what she was washing in the horse's trough, but she did not reply. I left her to it. I do not know the customs of this place. Oh. What are your plans for this weekend? I'll spend some time in the telegraph room. It's peaceful there, even when I'm not waiting on a message. There, thereabouts, I like the lobby or atrium too. There you see people's coming and goings. Meeting to pray in the gardens at 12, then I will see Fad's talk at 3. I think she will spend it telling everyone they are wrong to be here. That I want to see. After that, I will rest in my room before Mantovani talks at 5, which I intend to see. Maybe it can make some sense of all this. After which is dinner, then the masked ball. Imagine my surprise to find a mini carnival here. Then on Sunday, I will spend the morning recovering from the party. Except, God, there's mass at 12. Mr. Coventry's talk at 5, I will go to that too. For lunch. And then there's the silent dinner at 8. What to expect from it in the seance, I do not know. I think I'll take an hour in my room beforehand, I think, to prepare. Jesus Christ. That was a lot of updates.
I have to.
Oh,
Yeah, lazy porter. Well, we just got a bunch of updates. Like a freakishly high amount of updates. It's Barbosa. So I haven't actually met Mantovani yet, have I? Oh, I know I have. Well, I've seen you at some point, probably when we all talked to that. But yeah, you're not around, so I can't ask you about that. Who else is around the map right now? I mean, I can go to the walled garden and ask about some stuff. Hedge maze. It feels like I've stalled on my progress. For sure. And I imagine I can't just go into the drawing room whenever I want, willy-nilly. No. Cool. History of Blake Manor. Marcos Blake. The other crowd. Protestants. Okay. Evidence record talk schedule. So, currently, the history of Blake Manor is being given.
Yes, sir. A question?
Thank you, Marquess. Not to turn things gruesome, but is it true? What do they say about the walled-up rooms?
Spending too much time digging around in our library, eh, Mr. Scarrett? Certainly. It is said that Percival Blake bricked away people who crossed him, but no proof was ever found. Unless he magicked the evidence away, I think we can lay these rumors to rest. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Marquess.
Okay, that's it. I wonder if I missed out on anything because I specifically did not... Because I specifically did not, go there, like, right when 11 happened. I'm guessing so. But there's another talk at 3, and I can definitely catch that one. It's just more time for me to run around and investigate things. I suppose. What other mysteries could I even possibly look into right now? Attendance? Yeah, that one's the one we don't really know a lot about. I need to find hypnotic music and research lucid dreaming. I already did that. Yeah. Yeah, I have to find hypnotic music. So that we're basically done with. The haunting? Ask about the shadowy figure, research Irish mythology, research smithing in the Book of the Gods. Okay, wait. Let's go to the library and follow up on these things then. Library. The library. Alright. Oh! Miss Quinn! I didn't see you on the map or I wasn't paying attention. Hi! Scars on hands and face. Multiple scars as if she suffered several different accidents and injuries. A striking brooch worn around the collar. Pin and pocket. Its varnish is worn around the grip. She uses it often and probably for long periods of time. Okay.
If you'd hold a moment, I'm just looking for something.
Are you alright, miss?
Fine. Just looking for a book. I know I had it just a few days ago, but now it's nowhere to be found.
Someone said that they borrowed a book from you, right?
Without it, damn it! I'm at a dead end. Would you tell me if you see it? It's a book on local land records from
I have
the 19th
it.
century. It has to be around here somewhere, unless another guest has taken it.
Give the records book or keep the records book. I think I might want to keep this records book.
I'll see what I can do.
Find her book. Huh. So that's new. Culprit, investigate, Quinn. Alright. We have not yet talked. What research is she so engrossed with? Regional research. Investigate room 14. Find her book. Land records. Book on local land records from the turn of the century. The spine is broken. Miss Quinn took the book off with the book, intent on something. I should follow where she goes. I think this means Miss Quinn took off with the book. There's a few typos in some of this, but this game has a ton of dialogue and text, so it makes sense. Hey. I don't want to... I want to keep the records book right now. It seems like I can't talk to her until I finish, until I do that, though. Section on Irish folklore. Is there anything I want to look up? I thought... Is it mythology that this was listed in? Giants, finally. Irish mythology has its share of giants, but none were so worthy as... Oh, I've used you in Shin Megami Tensei. Kumhale. Kumail? I forget. The bearer of the Thumb of Knowledge and leader of the legendary band of warriors, Fianna. Fionn has many tales attributed to him. The formation of the Giant's Causeway, the creation of the Isle of Man in Launay, and the battling of many mythological foes. There are some who believe them to be the demigod descendant of Macquill, the last king of the Tuatha de Danann. Look up the Tuatha de Danann. Or people of Danu are the old gods of Ireland, with Danu being a sort of Earth Mother type entity representing the land itself. A race of beings each twice the height of a man with unnatural abilities. Like the gods of many classical mythologies, each one had areas of expertise, though there was much overlapping and infighting as a result. Makul? That's the way, okay. Like I said, I know I often will just get Irish names wrong because it makes no sense in my brain. Like Lananshi. They lived across Ireland for countless centuries and battled with various otherworldly foes. There's a book here with some of the Tuatha de Danann listed in it. It might be worth a look. Book of Irish Gods. Research the old gods. Okay, there was other stuff unlocked in here, I believe. I'm gonna research the old gods, though. Okay, smithing gods. Let's see. Oh my god, my arm is so cold. My hands have been getting so cold recently. I might need... Morgan keeps mentioning I should get compression gloves, and maybe I should. The goddess Brid, the old Irish goddess of healing, poetry, the hearth, smithing, and much else besides. Ancalach, a goddess, a hag, and diviner, whose domains are cold winds in winter. The god Goibniu, the ancient Irish god of smithing and hospitality. The goddess An Morrigan, the war witch of the Tuatha de Danann, was the goddess of war, wealth, and death. Crows are her symbol. There's small hand warmers that are rechargeable? Maybe that's something I could look into too. I just get very, very close. Or very, very cold a lot. This has always happened though. I have distinct memories of sitting down playing League at like 2 a.m. when I was in college and my hands are frigid. Like, I could not... I could barely play the game, they were so cold. Wonder what came of all these gods. Research the fate of the gods. Evidence the haunting. Research topic unlocked. Irish mythology. The battle. Let's keep going. Fate of the gods. Battle of Tailtu was a fierce battle between the Tuatha De Danann and the Milesians that lasted many days and saw both sides using underhanded tactics. Eventually, after too much loss, a truce was reached and it was agreed that the land would be split evenly between both parties. To show their goodwill, the gods let the Milesians choose their half first, but the Milesians tricked the gods, for when it was their time to pick, they picked the top half. The gods, true to their word, accepted the deal and moved underground. Oh, wow, get played, idiots! The gods, true to their word, accepted the deal and moved underground, part of the other world, to live with the Fae. Wow, they got fucked. Milesians? Tribe of mankind, a word for the ancient Irish, I suppose, from which many of us are descended. Led here thousands of years ago by the three chieftain brothers, Eberfin, Amergin, and Eramon, who were said to be powerful sorcerers. They clashed with the old gods, the Tuatha De Danann, and reached a truce after much fighting. They agreed to split the land in half between them, but the Milesians tricked the old gods and picked the top half. That's when the gods disappeared underground and mankind settled. Tirnanog? I can't find anything. It looks like any books on it have been taken away. I should ask around for more information. My god. Sounds like you should have gotten some gamer gloves back then for peak League of Legends. Yeah. I mean, at that point, I was mostly, like, doing duos with, like, one friend and sometimes someone that I was dating. Or talking to, not even particularly dating. The Aoshi. It's people of the mound and covers all entities that come from the other world. This covers the Fae folk, the old gods, and any of the other range of creatures from that place. For some, ghosts are also included, as the outer world encompasses the Irish land of the dead. The Fae themselves range in power from godlike legendary figures to the types more thought to commonly occur and roam the landscape, often looking to cause mischief or harm, such that to invite their intention is considered bad luck. The nature of the Fae, as with humanities, varies by instance, but an estimate can be made by the type of the Fae in question. Some look to cause harm, some are portents of ill tidings, but do not seem to cause it themselves, and some, though these cases are occasional, may even be beneficial to those encountering them. Regardless, it is widely held that the safest course of interaction with the Fae is to not interact with them at all. Sounds about right. Fae will steal your children and turn them into Fae. Captain of the Forest, Oliver Cromwell. Carnival. Carnival is a lively celebration that emphasizes the joy of life before the Christian season of Lent. Unlike Mardi Gras, Carnival is not limited to just one day, spanning from January to March, with festivities culminating on the Tuesday before Ash Wednesday. Celebrations are marked by vibrant floats, elaborate costumes, and massive parades, with the rhythm, participation, and style of costumes differing from region to region. Bye-bye. Okay, let's, go back here. The Haunting. I have 16 of 21 pieces of evidence. Okay, so... what all do we get here? The Battle. Milesians. Book of Irish Gods. The Goddess. Yeah. On Morgan. Crows. We have seen a lot of crow iconography. Search the hedge maze for signs of the entity. Hammering giant. Yeah, we found all of these things. A goddess, a hag, and diviner whose domains are cold winds and winter. Unusual number of crows about these grounds that there is. Yep. Research. This. Should ask around. Final race to settle in Ireland. Yeah, okay. Alright, hey, you want your book back now? Listen, sir, I don't want to... Here you go.
Actually, I believe I might have the records you're looking for.
Wait, you... Huh, look at that, you do indeed. Where was it?
Barbosa had it.
How did she get it? Of course, I loaned it to her during tea and then forgot. Too many late nights researching. Speaking of which, page 78, and that's what I was looking for. Thank you, sir. You've helped me a lot. I'm not sure why you would, but you have. I don't think I haven't seen you before the incident with the bird, unless I'm wrong.
Rest assured, miss, we haven't met. My name's Declan Ward. I've only arrived recently.
Even then, I could have still missed you if you hadn't come by the library, I mean. Anyhow, I'm pleased to meet you, Mr. Ward. My name is Quarantine Quinn. You can call me Quarantine, and I might now owe you a favor. For now, thank you, sincerely, and do please excuse me, I have work to do. Oh, she just leaves. Scrap of paper? She seems to have left something behind. What is Miss Quinn planning? Find the body of water? Huh? What's this body of water you speak of? Investigate research station, scrap of paper. Nothing library. It seems to suggest an intention to undertake something strange. Suggesting to perform a ritual near a body of water, or failing that, the lady's lavatory. Investigate the location referred to. Let's go to the ladies' washroom. This feels like intruding. It could also be in, like, I don't know, the fountain or something, right? There's the ladies, which I can't get into. And you're not doing anything over here. Okay. I can probably ask you about some of these religious things that I found, right? Nope, you don't know anything about them. Never mind.
Oh.
I'm off. Okay, I'm gonna be very, very confused when I come back to this, mind. But we're probably going to have to end here. I should probably either start getting ready for bed or figuring out what I want to do for the rest of the night. Whew. But progress was made. I suppose. Suppose we got a little bit done, so I'll take it. Whew. Have a good time zone, all of you. Hope you had a good Halloween, and I hope you have a good No Nut November too.